Welcome back to the Hawkeye Garage. I am Joe. In this week's video, I thought, well, the crazy weather we've been having across the United States, all the southern states getting snow, and of course all the Midwestern and Western and Northern states continually being blanketed by snow, I would show you guys a real quick and easy trick to make your GX and maybe your 4Runner and your FJ Cruiser a whole lot more fun in the snow. Stay tuned. Okay, first of all, disclaimers, proceed at your own risk, drive carefully, modifications are your responsibility, do your own research, etc., etc. All I can tell you is what I've done and how it works. So, we are talking about disabling the traction control on this GX470, and I am 99% certain it works on 4th gen 4Runners and 1st gen FJ Cruisers, that 07 to 2010, before they kind of changed the drivetrain to match the 5th gen 4Runners. And as far as Tacomas, I'm not really sure. You guys can check your wiring harness under the hood after we look at that. So, like I said, we are going to disable the traction control, that clicking noise that you get when you're trying to go forward from a stop or while you're moving, actually, which is basically the ABS cutting power to the wheels, trying to find some traction. Why would you want to do that? So you can go do some sick donuts safely in an empty parking lot. That's why, pretty much. Anyway, it's very simple. You're going to need to just do the mod. You need a pair of wire cutters. How you proceed from there is kind of up to you, and I will show you. I don't really like the traction control most of the time. Growing up in Iowa, my first two cars were rear-wheel drive cars, old cars, no traction control, no ABS. So I have like drilled into me this instinct of when I'm losing traction, leaving from a stop, to let off the gas and try to feather my way out of it. But you can't do that with this, because if you let off, then you have no power at all, and then you try to get back in it, the traction, I don't like it at all. So, let's pop the hood, take a look at what I did, what it affects, and how you can proceed from there. Alright, what we're looking at, we've got the brake booster master cylinder right here, and there is a wiring harness that goes into the top here, which is partially controlling your ABS. There's a little bit of wire loom here that would have been covering up these two wires, and as you can see, I've already prepared this. This is not finalized. This was more of a testing the concept. There's a white wire here with a black stripe, and cutting that wire disables your traction control. That's really all there is to it. So you can see I put some butt connectors there just so I could plug it back into each other, so that I could test it, make sure that it all worked properly. And what we're going to do, the car's off right now. We're going to pull the spade connectors apart. These are awful spade connectors. So the traction control is disabled. We are in the car now. I'm going to go ahead and start it. And yes, you're going to see some warning lights on. All the vehicle stability control, traction off, all of these lights, and the brake light is going to be on at the top as well. That will let you know that your traction control is in fact disabled. Now, to undo this, you have to plug well, in my case right now, plug those butt connectors back in, turn the car off, and then turn the car back on for the computer to realize that, in fact, the ABS and traction control are back on. And that's really all there is to it. Obviously, that is a completely rudimentary way of doing it. The proper way to disable your traction control at home would be to take those wires, extend them to a switch in the cabin somewhere, which I'm going to do. I've got a switch panel that I'm going to be getting, and I'm narrowing down which switch that I want to get. which I will bring to you guys in another video. I suppose I could have waited and done it all at once, but with the weather being the way that it is, I thought it was appropriate now. So with the switch, all that is doing is completing that circuit and breaking the circuit. So for you to have traction control on all the time under basically how the car is set up from the factory, you'll need to leave the switch on so that the circuit will be completed, and then you'll turn the switch off to turn the traction control off, which makes a lot of sense in the way that modern traction controls work, other than normally they're on and then you push the button to engage it to turn it off. You electrical nerds understand what I'm saying there. So there is the way to do that. You can also pull the ABS fuse to disable the traction control. It's just kind of silly because it also disables the ABS. I have tested by doing it this way. Your ABS under braking still works. Your cruise control still works. We all know cruise control kind of is weird when there's parts of the braking system that aren't connected. A lot of times cruise won't want to work. So there's that as well. I'm not sure how it will affect the T-case lock, but if I remember correctly, when you have it in 4 and have the T-case locked, which is the only time you can have the T-case locked, traction control is disabled anyway, but you still have A-track to the rear wheels. I just nerded out there a lot on you guys. But anyway, there's that. Like I said, I will be getting a switch panel and a switch to install that to finish that whole mod the proper way. These things really like to go sideways in the snow with that traction control turned off. So take it easy at first until you kind of got your eye set in on that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Have some fun. Shoot me some messages in the comment section down below on how you finalized your traction control mod and how you're liking it. So be sure to check out back catalog of videos. I always planned on doing this to my 4th gen, but I just never got around to it. We're going to be trying it on Chris's FJ Cruiser at some point as well, and we'll be able to 100% confirm that that works on those early FJ Cruisers. Follow the links down below in the description over to Instagram, Facebook, where I post much more often. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. Give the video a thumbs up, turn on the notifications so you'll know when I drop a video every Sunday. That is the schedule around here. And for anything a little bit more detailed, feel free to reach out to me directly through email, hawkeyeskunkworks@gmail.com. So until next week, thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye.